Have you ever wondered about the mysterious disappearance of Suzanne Morphew, a Colorado mother who vanished on Mother's Day in 2020? A loving mother of two, she was last seen alive on this chilling day, marking an unsolved mystery that captivated a nation. The Morphew family had moved to Colorado in 2018 seeking a fresh start. Her sudden departure left a gaping void in the lives of her loved ones. The discovery of her mountain bike near their home sparked the first hint of something amiss. Further intrigue stemmed from the finding of her helmet a mile away. The initial theory suggested by Barry Morphew, Suzanne's husband, was a mountain lion attack. Yet investigators were skeptical. Barry, quiet and stern, became suspect his mobile phone pinged around their house on the day Suzanne vanished. His actions led to a growing suspicion, casting a shadow on him. So, on a seemingly ordinary Mother's Day, Suzanne vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. As time passed, the search for Suzanne Morphew became a quest for answers. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this intriguing case. Let's go back a bit to the seemingly picture-perfect life Suzanne led before her disappearance. Suzanne and Barry Morphew, high school sweethearts, had been married for over 2 decades. By all accounts, they appeared to be living the American dream. However, beneath the surface, the Morphews' marriage was far from idyllic. As we delve deeper into the days leading up to her disappearance, we find a relationship strained by secrets and suspicion. Suzanne had confided in her close friends about her marital troubles, voicing concerns about Barry's controlling nature. Meanwhile, Barry's behavior on the day of Suzanne's disappearance was puzzling. Despite his wife being missing, he spent hours away from home, claiming he had a landscaping job to complete. His alibi was shaky, and his actions unusual. The discovery of Suzanne's mountain bike and helmet, found in different locations, intensified the mystery. The bike was not damaged, ruling out the possibility of a biking accident. The helmet found a mile away from the bike suggested a possible struggle. Yet no signs of a mountain lion attack, as Barry had suggested, were found. So, what happened to Suzanne Morphew? The questions were mounting, and suspicion was beginning to cast its shadow over the Morphew household. As the investigation progressed, Barry Morphew found himself at the center of this enigma. His actions, his alibis, and his seemingly callous attitude towards his wife's disappearance were raising eyebrows. Was he somehow involved in Suzanne's disappearance? Or was he simply a grieving husband caught in a whirlwind of speculation and suspicion? The quest for answers was only just beginning. As the investigation into Suzanne's disappearance unfolded, it soon became a web of complex clues and twisted turns. The authorities faced unusual leads, including Barry's chipmunk alibi that raised suspicions. Further, they discovered a spy pen revealing Suzanne's secret affair with a man named Jeff, adding a twist to the case. The presence of a tranquilizer gun, a misfit for a suburban family like the Morphews, raised queries about its role in Suzanne's vanishing. A plastic cap from a syringe found in the family's dryer hinted at potential foul play. The frightening aspect was the DNA evidence located in Suzanne's car, linked to multiple sexual assault cases, indicating a possible predator in her life. The spy pen also uncovered the well-guarded secret of Suzanne's relationship with Jeff, complicating the investigation. With each new revelation, the investigation took on a new twist, leaving investigators and the public grappling with the enigma that was Suzanne Morphew's disappearance. As the perplexing investigation continued, the focus shifted back to Barry Morphew, Suzanne's husband. His unusual alibi was under scrutiny once again. The story of him spending the day hunting chipmunks was met with skepticism from the community and investigators alike. This peculiar explanation, along with the strange presence of a tranquilizer gun and a syringe cap in their home, only deepened the suspicion around him. The tranquilizer gun, an item more commonly associated with large animal control rather than a suburban household, and the syringe cap found in the dryer, were alarming pieces of evidence that hinted at potential foul play. The discovery of the spy pen recording added a new dimension to the case. The intimate conversations between Suzanne and a man named Jeff revealed an extramarital affair that had been ongoing for 2 years. This revelation was shocking, and it painted a picture of Suzanne's life that was vastly different from the one she portrayed. It also raised questions about the nature of Suzanne's relationship with her husband. But despite these mounting suspicions and the growing complexity of the case, the investigators were far from solving the mystery. The investigation was a puzzle with many missing pieces, and each new clue only seemed to add to its complexity. The authorities were left to unravel this intricate web, hoping to shed light on the truth behind Suzanne's disappearance. In the midst of this perplexing investigation, a mystery man named Jeff emerged from the shadows. He had been involved in a clandestine love affair with Suzanne Morphew, the missing mother of two. This secret was discovered when investigators found a spy pen with recorded conversations between them. This revelation added another layer to the already complex investigation. It also exposed Suzanne's troubled marriage, hinting at her anger towards her enigmatic husband, Barry Morphew. Despite this, Jeff was cleared as a suspect, due to his strong alibi and lack of physical evidence linking him to the case. With Jeff out of the picture, the focus turned back onto Barry, whose actions on the day Suzanne disappeared were found suspicious. The tranquil Colorado mountain town braced itself as the spotlight shifted back onto Barry, the enigmatic husband. While Jeff was eventually cleared as a suspect, the spotlight shifted back onto Barry, the enigmatic husband. Following the shocking revelations from Scene 5, we delve deeper into the tangled web of deception that surrounded Suzanne and Barry Morphew's marriage. Unearthed text messages sent by Suzanne to her sister reveal a growing resentment towards her husband, a detail that had previously been hidden beneath the facade of a picture-perfect family. She expressed her anger and frustration, painting a picture of a marriage far from the idyllic life they portrayed to the outside world. The rumors of marital issues that permeated the small Colorado community suddenly began to hold more weight. The town was abuzz with speculation and whispers as residents grappled with the unfolding drama. The focus of the investigation turned once again towards Barry Morphew, who was known by locals as a quiet and stern man. His actions on the day Suzanne disappeared raised eyebrows, and the rumors of marital issues cast him in an increasingly suspicious light. But in the midst of this suspicion, Barry maintained his innocence. He stood resolute, his steely demeanor unwavering in the face of mounting scrutiny. As the spotlight intensified on Barry, the figure of Jeff, Suzanne's secret lover, faded into the background. His alibi held strong, and he was cleared as a suspect. But as one door closed, another opened. The dismissal of charges against Jeff did not mean the end of the investigation, but rather marked a new chapter in this complex case. As we draw the curtain on this scene, we are left with more questions than answers. What secrets did the Morphews' marriage hold? How did these secrets contribute to the events leading up to Suzanne's disappearance? And most importantly, where is Suzanne? The unraveling of these secrets sets the stage for the shocking discovery that is about to unfold. In a shocking turn of events, charges against Barry Morphew were dismissed, but this was not the end of the story. Barry, accused of first-degree murder of his wife Suzanne, saw charges dropped 9 days before trial. This was due to a motion filed by prosecutors, who required more investigation time, believing they were close to finding Suzanne's body. The defense cited lack of physical evidence linking Barry to the crime, and judicial sanctions were imposed on the prosecution for not sharing essential evidence. The case was fraught with peculiar elements like a chipmunk alibi and mystery DNA. On September 22, 2023, Suzanne's remains were found and identified. Despite this, suspicions about Barry's involvement persisted, as his actions on the day Suzanne went missing remained dubious. With Suzanne's body found and charges against Barry dismissed, the mystery of Suzanne Morphew's fate lingered. The discovery was a substantial step in the probe, but also underscored the lingering questions. Despite the dismissal, the potential for new evidence kept the investigation alive. Following the discovery of Suzanne Morphew's body, a grim sense of closure enveloped the community. Yet even with this significant breakthrough, the case was far from over. Barry Morphew, Suzanne's husband, who had been the prime suspect, was released from all charges, leaving many puzzled. The dismissal of charges coming just days before his trial raised more questions than it answered. How could the prime suspect be let off the hook so swiftly? Was there a lack of evidence, or was there more to the story than meets the eye? As we dive deeper into this enigmatic case, we find ourselves grappling with unanswered questions and lingering suspicions. Barry's suspicious behavior on the day of Suzanne's disappearance, including his dubious chipmunk alibi, his cell phone pinging around their house, and the discovery of a syringe cap in their dryer, continued to cast a long shadow of doubt. Despite the dismissal of charges, the air of suspicion around Barry Morphew remained. As investigators continued their relentless pursuit of truth, they hoped to uncover more evidence that could potentially reopen the case against Barry. The discovery of Suzanne's body was a significant step forward in the investigation, but the mystery of her disappearance and death was far from solved. As the community mourned the loss of Suzanne, they also yearned for justice. The question remained, If Barry didn't do it, then who did? As we continue to explore this chilling tale, we are confronted with the harsh reality that justice may be as elusive as the truth in this case. Yet, we remain hopeful that the unraveling of this tangled web of deception will eventually lead to the truth. The case of Suzanne Morphew is a chilling reminder of the mysteries that can lurk behind even the most ordinary of facades. This tale begins with a family woman who vanished on Mother's Day, 2020. A dramatic investigation followed, filled with peculiar evidence like a chipmunk alibi and a spy pen recording. A lover emerged, intensifying the case's complexity. Barry Morphew, Suzanne's husband, often fell under suspicion due to questionable actions. His alibi and physical evidence seemed incriminating, yet charges against him were dismissed. 3 years later, Suzanne's remains were found, bringing closure. But the mystery of her death remains. Vital questions persist: the responsible party, the motive, and the reason for dismissing charges against Barry. The truth may be as elusive as the chipmunks in Barry's alibi, yet we hope that future discoveries will illuminate this tragic story. As we step back from the enigma that is the Suzanne Morphew case, we are left with more questions than answers, a puzzle missing its crucial pieces, and a family forever marked by tragedy. In this chapter, we delve deeper into the lingering shadows of Suzanne Morphew's case, unearthing the hidden dimensions that make this mystery even more perplexing. We revisit the peculiar fragments of the investigation: the chipmunk alibi, the spy pen, the tranquilizer gun, the mystery DNA, and scrutinize their implications more closely. We question the dismissal of charges against Barry Morphew, bringing to light the potential loopholes that led to this unexpected turn of events. We also explore the possible motives behind Suzanne's murder, delving into the murky depths of marital discord and secret affairs. We also highlight the role of the mystery man, examining his potential involvement in this tragic tale. As we delve deeper into the shadows, we are confronted with a complex web of deception, betrayal, and unanswered questions. With each revelation, the truth seems to slip further away, like a chipmunk scurrying into the underbrush. Yet, we remain hopeful that this deeper exploration will bring us closer to understanding the tragic demise of Suzanne Morphew. This journey into the shadows is not just about finding answers, but also about seeking justice for Suzanne, whose life was abruptly and tragically cut short. As we continue to unravel this mystery, we are reminded of the chilling reality that sometimes, the most ordinary facades can hide the most extraordinary secrets.